Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon and me, Banshee. And of course, it's me, Banshee, Banshee for my Material Matters segment, your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Welcome to my show. I'm just shuffling up the Sacred Creators Oracle here. We always start with an Oracle card, and this one's it for the week again. I might go back to the Seed and Sickle next week, but let's use this one again. All right. Our message for the collective from Chris Ann, Sacred Creators Oracle. Your past supports your future. And it's number 11, which could be strength or justice, I guess, depending in a way. I'm not sure if it really aligns with tarot. I see connections with some of the numbered cards in the major arcana. So number 11. Your past supports your future. Your life today was created by the thoughts and the actions of your past. And this card reminds you that every experience you've had, every step you've taken, and every intention you've set has become a node of wisdom on the lattice of your life. In this way, there is no better way to improve tomorrow's trajectory than to work on it today. As you weave the web of your life, take the time to include patience, honesty, diligence, and faith. If you find yourself circling through repeating patterns, remember that today's sticky energy may be something that was woven in the past, and that this lesson is only a temporary one. As you cycle upward, your web will become stronger and more stable, and every lesson learned is one more strand of support that can be counted on at a later date. There's a fairness here, a balance, based on merit, loyalty, and steady progress. You're being given a chance to do the right thing and to open your heart to this beautiful law of cause and effect. Go ahead, take advantage of this karmic moment and use your action to craft your future according to your plan. Well, it's really interesting. I'm not going to read more from this. I left out a few things this time, but clearly it's talking about the law of cause and effect. It's also talking about wanting to do the right thing, that fairness is involved and balance. All very, very important things, tools, and ethics we need to keep in mind, in the business and material world. So do justice to yourself. And do the right things that are ethically sound, and remember that everything you do has an equal and opposite reaction. All right, let's move on. Okay. Bring my reading over here, and of course, we start with our astrological things of note for the week ahead. The readings for all the elemental signs of the Zodiac are good through January 16th through January 22nd, and the moon is traveling in Cancer and heading down to Virgo Libra by January 22nd. It'll be moving into Libra that day. We have, I made a little boo-boo here, I think. Okay, hold up. The full moon is actually going to be in Cancer, and it's going to be on January 17th, which also happens to be Martin Luther King Day. Woohoo! So it's a holiday for many. The sun, oh, on January 18th, I don't want to get ahead of myself, January 18th, Uranus goes direct. Woohoo for that. That's one planet going direct. And let's see, the sun is going into Aquarius on January 19th. My notes are all over the place here. My apologies for that. So, anyway, let's move along then. It must be that Mercury retrograde that I love. All right. So now we're reading for the elemental signs of the zodiac, and that would be the air signs. Our friends, the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This reading is for you for the week ahead. Not sure if I'm shaking the camera a lot here with my shuffling. All right. Let's see what's up for you air signs this week. What's blowing in? Boy, we had such good weeks last week, so why on earth am I seeing the tower? The tower upright for you, air signs. Uh-oh. Okay, well, you know what the tower is all about. The tower is all about some kind of wake-up call, a crisis, an epiphany at best. You know, it's kind of like maybe what happens sometimes is when things kind of blow up in your face, whether it's a project or a procedure you thought would work, and it just blows up in your face, breakthroughs can occur. A learning experience happens, and that's the good news with the tower upright. Something comes undone. Something gets destroyed, but in the process of that, you are going to learn some valuable lessons. That's your focus this week. Did this just happen to you, air signs? Maybe some of you have experienced this blow up already in some area of your material life, or is it about to occur? It could be happening now for some of us. Let's see how best we can prepare for this focus. Ooh. Death is reversed here. Wow. On a fatalistic point of view about that, I could say that there's nothing you can do. You just have to go through it. There's no way to prepare for this. You have to go through it and absorb the messages. And I mean, that's not really a bad thing, but also it could just mean there's nothing you can do here. There's no gain. This is, stagnant. But I also feel that what this is saying is to slow down, use this time to figure out what your next step is going to be. To use this time constructively and try to, take a step back for a little bit and iron out what went wrong and truly process it. Process it and learn the lessons, air signs. What about people this week? Well, people certainly are wishing for better times, better things. They may have some ideas here on how best you could work with this. They may throw out options, That's why I think it might be good to work this through others, process this, work as a team with your advisors or with your peers or the people under you, and try to sort it out. And also, solicit options from other people on what they think we should do next. Open up to the possibilities, because if nothing else, that card does indicate there are possibilities out there to look at. Who ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you, air signs? Well, wow. I sense a parting of ways with something or someone. I sense people could be leaving organizations. There could be some bitter arguments. There could be some breakups. There could be some struggles because of this. I want to go through all of this again and piece it together for you, because this looks pretty deep for the air signs. The tower is about a crisis, and often we don't prepare for crises. So we usually end up picking up the pieces and cleaning up and seeing where to go from here. And that's exactly what's going to happen here. Something is amiss and now it needs to be resolved. And the only way to do that is to slow down, process this, work it through with others. Try not to panic people. Try to calm people down. I feel that people want to look for options, but I am concerned now that I see this final card here that people might be looking for options outside of working with you. You know, they may be they may be the ones that wanting to abandon ship here and not you. That's one of my concerns here, is those options could be connected with that. But look for options and solutions and definitely engage everybody. If people don't feel they're a part of the solution, well, they may decide it's time to walk, you know. And that bottom line card here is that something is breaking apart, and maybe there is no stopping that aspect of it. Maybe you're parting ways with financial advisors who have not been, you know, minding your assets well. Maybe you will be parting with co-workers. You'll be laying some people off. There's some difficult situation here at the end. It's possible you might be walking away for a job that is just not proving to work out for you. Good luck with that, air signs. All right. Hey, fire. Don't let me rain on your flames there. Let's see what the universe has for you for the week ahead. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This reading is for you and me. All right. Aw. Wow. Look at you, fire signs, the Empress. Your focus for the week ahead is being a good mom. No. You know, being a nurturer, being a supporter, but not only that, taking care of your interests, you know, and making sure they are growing as they should. This is a sign to be focused on that and come up with creative ideas and possible either connections that you can make or ways in which you can make your projects or your money grow in this week ahead. How best can you prepare for that focus? Interesting, interesting indeed. The Chariot is reversed. Well, what about it there, fire signs? You know, usually we want to just move like gangbusters, but this is saying, similar to the air signs, that maybe you need to slow it down a peg. Maybe things are slowing down a peg and it's hard for you to move this forward right now. So you're going to have to do some out-of-the-box thinking, which is what the Empress is good for, to move things forward. Because it looks like maybe what the situation is coming up with creative solutions at a time right now which appears where things may be contracting or slowing down. We noticed this last week, the markets were a little bit unstable. There was some financial losses. And also we know store shelves in the supply chain and jobs are being affected right now by the COVID. So this could be playing into why these cards are showing up the way they are. What about people this week? Oh, where, they are sad, they are hurting. Look at that. Look at that Band-Aid on the heart there. So they're hurting. It could be that people are right now in recovering from COVID. There are a lot of people out sick. It could be that they're dealing with family issues and, you know, the topsy-turviness of the school situation right now in dealing with their young ones. And so they either need time off or some flexibility. They're dealing with a lot of pain right now. So and it may be just due to the fact that things are slowing down and they're feeling the pinch. So what about forward or backward movement or no movement at all? You have to be very careful this week, fire signs. Oh, Excuse me. You have to be very careful this week, fire signs. The Queen of Swords is reversed. The Queen of Swords indicates that you're not in a good position to make really, really important decisions this week. And funny that, isn't Mercury retrograde as well? So maybe that's another thing that's affecting you in the air signs and why things are slowing down. We need to take things a notch down a bit because Mercury, that fast old planet, is slowing down and going backwards. So I feel here that be careful of the decisions you make. Put off important decisions a while longer if you can, and try to be there for people who may need your support in your team right now. So I think that's what's essential here. You have a lot of creative ideas and you really want to push things forward and grow. I see it here. But remember, there's also that nurturing element of the Empress, and maybe that's what's needed right now, because it looks like right now is a slowdown taking place and things aren't moving in the right direction. People know it. People are hurting. People need support right now. Even your advisors, they may need more time to pull things together. They may need more time to do things because of short staff and other issues. Ultimately, put them off. Put any important decisions off, fire sign, for another week. Hey, that's what I have for you. Good luck with that. All right. Hey, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm getting thirsty. You should be thirsty for a profit too. Let's see what's going on with you in the week ahead. Okay. You didn't think I really forgot, did you? Ha ha! I brought out the big guns today. Very good. All right. Let's get rolling water. Your focus for the week ahead is, oh dear water signs, it's the star. The star is reversed. It looks as though there's a lot of pessimism and doubt. Maybe there's a feeling that you need to lay low this week. You know, the star is also about shining bright, being out there more. Maybe you just don't feel it this week. Maybe there's some tensions in the workplace, or you're just feeling unsettled about really speaking your mind or presenting something right now, a proposal of some sort. You're just not feeling it. This is a time of feeling very nervous about what's going on in the financial material realm. And how best can you prepare for that focus? We have the 10 of Cups here. The 10 of Cups is reversed. Oh boy, water signs, that shows a lot of disharmony. It may be right now that there's a lot of pessimism because of some dysfunctionality or disharmony amongst the people you are collaborating with, whether they're your partners, your associates, your bosses, your financial advisors. There's disharmony and a feeling of, unhappiness, dis-ease in the tribe, in the material tribe. Okay, so what about people this week? Cooperation or conflict? We have the Tower again popping up, and the Tower is reversed in your reading, water signs, which is not a healthy thing. It's as if people are repeating the same cycles of behaviors that maybe got us into the boat of feeling this way that we are feeling. Pessimistic and dysfunctional, like nobody is working together well. It's basically because people are allowing, some disruption that has happened to throw them off their game, as opposed to taking it in stride and learning the lessons they should have from this experience. So ultimately, as can be expected, would there be forward or backward movement, or none at all for you this week? Well, it is indicating that things could be worse, but they're not good. You just don't feel happy with the way things stand. You wish that there was, there was better resolution by week's end to where people are at. And there doesn't seem to be much gain, or whatever is gained, I think is not equal to what is happening here on the emotional scale. So in other words, there may be some modest gains, but considering all the disharmony and dysfunction going on to get there, it feels very lackluster to you, or like it doesn't really matter. So let's take a look at this. This is a very interesting reading. The star is reversed. You're starting off very pessimistic and almost as if, and now when I'm looking at some of these other cards, I can sort of see why you don't feel like really offering much right now. You feel like being very, very low key, under the radar, not in the spotlight of the star, not in the starlight, okay, shall we say? And it might be because right now there's a lot of dysfunction and disharmony among those you are working with, in whatever capacities you are working with them. Think of, if you're coming from a student angle, you're coming from a work angle, you're coming from a money angle. There's disharmony and dissatisfaction and a feeling of unfulfilled goals at the heart of it all. So the people around you definitely are a part of this, and they're not helping. They seem to be falling into patterns of behavior you're finding that you're unwilling to compromise with or work with. And ultimately, I feel by week's end, you feel like, this is not a satisfactory arrangement for you. You don't feel you have much to gain here, or what you are gaining is not worth the cost of this disruptive situation. So, I don't know if that means you're going to be moving on from something or changing by week's end, but certainly I feel like nothing is to be gained, and you're going to be really thinking hard about what can be done either to fix this or to let it go. Oh, I hate to be vague, but that's the best I can do with this one, water signs. I wanted to keep it a bit open because I'm not sure what area this is affecting the most. Hey, earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This reading is for you for the week ahead. Been a lot of shaking going around. It was an underwater volcano that caused a big tsunami. Well, a small tsunami. I don't think it was really big on the island of Togo, but the whole west coast is on tsunami alert even as I tape this show. So let's chill that down a bit, eh, earth signs? No earthquakes or volcanoes in our material world. All right. I'm doing the thumbs up because you get a thumbs up. Your focus for the week ahead is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is upright. Woohoo. So, Mercury is retrograde. I do want you to keep that in mind. But the Ace of Swords is indicating that maybe some recent decisions that you have made are leading you on a path to success. Maybe some things you got in just before that retrograde hit are leading you forward. You're able to charge forth now and succeed on something maybe you were questioning before, you had doubts about, but full steam ahead. This is the beginning of progress, of success, and a win of some sort, a victory. How best can you prepare for that focus? Well, the Page of Swords, it's another sword, but it is reversed. So I would say the best way for you to prepare for that focus is to, number one, don't gloat about it. Don't make people feel lower than you if, let's say, you're getting a promotion or a raise or being recognized for something you've done. Or let's also not, speak unkindly to others who may not have been doing as much. Let's be diplomatic also in the way we approach others, and magnanimous in victory. I think that's the best way to approach it, because this card is about the exact opposite. So I'm telling you what you need to do here. It's sort of palooza. So what will there be what about people this week? Will there be conflict or cooperation with others? People are moving this week. People are on the move. People are making decisions to start. I think more than decisions, this is maybe more about taking decisive actions, cutting through the red tape, cutting through the chase to make things happen and move things forward for you. So I think that they all kind of fit together in a way. So in other words, you have to be, you have to watch how you deal with others this week. Make sure that you don't, that you treat them well, because they are going to make things happen for you. Hello. And ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you? It's another sword. You have 4 swords, and 3 of them are reversed. But I like to see the 10 of swords reversed. The 10 of swords reversed indicates to me that you've overcome some hurdles, you've overcome some obstacles, and you are now able to move forward back into the light. The 10 of Swords is a very heavy card generally, but what it is showing here, because it is reversed, is you have picked up the pieces. You have decided to pull those swords out of your back. Ouch, they stung, but it's over now, and better times await you. So let's take a look at this again, all together. The Ace of Swords is great victory is upon you. I have this feeling that something in your past has led up to this. It could happen for some of you this week. Maybe by week's end you will be experiencing that, and that will also make you feel a lot better about the situation you're in. But more than likely, it's already occurred, and we're moving on from there. And how best to move on from there and prepare for what's ahead is to be diplomatic, be graceful in your moves with others. Try to compromise if compromise is necessary on things. And by all means, sometimes I feel this page doesn't listen. So be sure that you are listening to others and their ideas and what they have to share with you. Because guess what? People are going to make things happen for you this week. They are the movers and shakers. They are the ones who are going to move things forward. The time of sitting back and doing nothing is over. They're ready to get rolling. And ultimately, because of this, there's some progress. There's some healing. Maybe if you've had some setbacks or some recent losses, you're now starting to see that a rebound can actually happen and hope is returning. Woohoo! Yay, Earth signs. Well, it seems like this week's readings are quite a bit different from last week's. So everybody just hang in there and do the best you can. We've got the retrograde, we've got COVID. It ain't pretty right now. We've got a lot of weather disruptions and delays, so holy moly. It's almost like the perfect storm. So, hey, everybody, don't forget to watch Mr. O's Goth Tarot at its time in the morning of 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday. And Fridays, he does his emotional exchanges at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there. Be there also for our happy hour show, which is back on Saturdays. And honestly, in this day and age, don't we all need some good news for a change? We promise you nothing but at our happy hour show, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Saturday. So everybody, take care. Have a great week ahead. Hang in there, and we'll see you soon. Except, stop the presses. We have a monthly modality message this week on January 19th, of course, when the sun enters Aquarius. There's always something missing in my head here. So sorry about that. Thanks for hanging with me. Take care, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.